So we have taken all the walls off now. It's been a few hours. This stuff is pretty solid, doesn't seem to be wanting to move very much. I went ahead and trimmed around any excess glue and so forth, so I have a nice clean edge. And we're going to grout this stuff right now. And during that time, while I was letting this stuff set up, as you can see, got a bunch of the walls are, we've painted the interior colors that we wanted to. This we went with a sage green, the bedrooms, hotel, kind of a nice cream, and then the inside here, kind of a light brown, I think they call it a dark taupe. And then the gift shop walls will go with a light blue. And put our gloves on, and we'll kind of work our way from the cargo to the gift shop. And we're using this premix, and this is a really, I mean, this stuff's outrageously expensive, but this little thing here is like 20 bucks. But I've been using it now for several years outside, and it just holds up to all the weather with the rain and snow and freezing and thawing and 100+ degree days in the summertime, and below zero sometimes in the wintertime. And it just holds up, holds everything together. It doesn't chip or fall out. When it is set up, it still has just a little bit of movement in it, so that's nice. It keeps it from cracking, and it just holds and bonds really well. So it does dry rather quickly, so you want to work in small areas. So I'll probably do half and half with this. And I use these, I talked about before, I got these at these little silicone spreaders, and they seem to work, they work really nicely for doing stuff like this. And we just work that grout into all the cracks. And this is a haystack color, or the color is called haystack, and I just kind of picked somewhere in between that would work well for all three floors, floor colors. Yeah, it was nice. While I was in here working, one of the neighbors stopped by and said hi, and said that they'd been watching us on the YouTube channel. By the way, if you like this, please subscribe to our channel. It kind of makes it worthwhile to do all this work and film and so forth. Lets us know that people are out there watching and like what we're doing. You can see this is already setting up pretty quickly. Scrape off the rest of this. Put that in there. Drop that in the water. Set the lid on that. This one has kind of a little bit of a scrub side, and I use that first, and then the smooth side to finish it off. And I'll come around and hit that with an X-Acto knife, a little razor knife, after we finish this section. So I'll do this next part. This whole region where this train station is, right above Interlaken in Switzerland, is such a beautiful place and very centrally located in Switzerland. And the little village of Wengen, which is one of our favorite spots, looks out onto the valley below, and it's places like almost like Yosemite on steroids. It has the glaciers and big U-shaped valley, and you can look down and all these waterfalls coming into the valley. And this area also, for those of you who like to ski, hosts the longest World Cup downhill. And we got to ski that this last winter with one of our groups, with one of the gentlemen that had raced it multiple times and had really knew the course, so that was a lot of fun. All right. Take a little microfiber cloth here. Wipe that. Oh, make sure we have a nice. That looks like a great floor. Perfect. Turned out nice. So now we'll move on to the restaurant floor. I'm going to go dump this out so we have fresh water for this next one. Be right back. All right, let's do this floor. Said go ahead and work in small areas as this stuff sets up quickly. I've tried some wood floors on the first floor of some of my buildings, and some of them have held up really well. Others, a little bit of moisture has gotten in over the years and kind of warped the wood floor a little bit. So that's why I kind of go back to the tile on the first floor. Because once a little bit of moisture gets in there, it takes a while for them to dry out, and the wood just really soaks up any moisture, expands, and then you get some warping on your floors. So I've had great success with tile, both inside the building and just outside, holding up extremely well using these compound grout and like mortar to set it with. The pre-mix ones seem to hold up really well. They are more expensive, but like I said, I've gotten years and years out of mine so far without any problems. And the other ones have, the other types I've had a little bit of problems with from time to time. Other floors that you could just paint the inside of this floor. They there's a really good spray paint that looks like a stone finish. You can spray that in there and it'll look kind of like a granite floor. But on all these buildings, I try and use, real products that are made for indoor, outdoor, weatherproof, UV, stable, so that you get years of enjoyment. And all these buildings I make now, they are outside year-round and virtually zero maintenance on them. We might, obviously we clean them a little bit, and on the wood stuff, we'll put some clear, waterproof sealers on them twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall on any of the wood. But we just paint that on, and it only takes a few minutes. And that seems to have buildings out there now that are 10 years old, and other than the wood coloring nicely, they still look and are as good a shape as the first day we put them out there. I like building these buildings. Don't necessarily like having to repair and replace buildings all the time. I like to spend time growing my railroad and less time on maintenance. So I spend a little bit more time and money and effort in building these, so that in mind that they're going to be outside for years and years and really not need any attention except for just a minor cleaning a couple times a year. And that leaves me more time for running trains or building more buildings. And hitting this with a little microfiber cloth or some cheesecloth as a final wipe down really gets the last bit of that film off and gives you a nice finish. Okay, well, we got these glued down and grounded, and we'll let this set up overnight. And then tomorrow, we will finish painting up these walls and start reassembling the building. So we'll see you in the morning. Hello and welcome back. What we've been working on is painting we spent the last day painting the interior walls of the building and finishing off the tile. The tile in this train station actually just turned out absolutely spectacular. It has a nice finish, it really pops. We have the gift shop tile, the restaurant tile, and the cargo area. Once again, thank you very much for watching our program. And as always, got any questions or comments, please email me at Hawley, Hawley, at TrainLi.com. Please like us on Facebook, and please follow our channel on YouTube, the Alpine and Western Pacific Railroad. We'd love to get your comments and feedback. So once again, I'm Hawley McLean, and thank you very much for watching.